What's good, everybody? It is K1 the Collector here, and today we are talking AEW Fight Forever and WWE 2K23. So as you see here, we have Dr. DMD Britt Baker. She is up here first, and basically we just talking about these graphics, man. So you see AEW Fight Forever on the right, and you see WWE 2K23 on the left. Which one y'all feeling more? And for all these, let me know which one y'all feeling more in the comments. Especially when you get your hands on it, which one you feeling more. So as we do know, AEW Fight Forever graphically is a different style than WWE 2K23. The body models and the movement are different. They're not supposed to be like as realistic as possible, but they still do have a level of realism to them. But especially things like faces and attires are still always going to be comparable. For instance, this AEW Fight Forever Britt Baker, her face is better. Now most of these that you guys are seeing, I have used for WWE 2K23. All of these are calls except like 2 of them, if I'm not mistaken, right? And all of these are also calls that I have used on my call spotlights and past videos on this channel. So you also have to take that into consideration. So this is not even a WWE 2K model, so to speak. This is created, but we're still making the comparison. So right here, AEW Fight Forever's face for Britt Baker, I believe, is better. While this is, as I say, a certified platinum Britt Baker on the left, I do take the Britt Baker on the right. Face is nailed. I feel like the body is better though, so like I said, the models work a little different. But the body, she's like Britt Baker built like Giannis or something. I don't know. Like I feel like if she coming down the lane on a fast break, I might got to get up out the way, because if y'all see her shoulders, it's a different kind of situation going on. And it makes me nervous when I see her. So that's really the only thing I'd say about the Britt Baker. But the face is perfect. Right here, next up, we got Christian Cage. Now, both of these are absolutely stellar. The Christian is another one you've seen on the call challenge. Not call challenge, the call spotlight. So the Christian on the right, though, I'm also going to give this to AEW Fight Forever. Why? Now, something that I'm realizing is that I believe AEW's Fight Forever, some of them, not all of them, but their hair texture is a little better. Hair just pretty much, I'm just feeling it a little more. Like, so right here, actually, this is not like a perfect example, but Christian's beard in WWE 2K23 is actually from the face scan. It's not like an actual selected style, but, and it's got him kind of looking older. The Christian on the right is kind of more what he looked like 8 years ago, give or take. He looks pretty much the exact same, but he real clean, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he looked like he's still feuding with Randy Orton or something on SmackDown. So, but both of these are absolutely stellar. If you say the one on the left look better, I ain't even really gonna argue with you too much. But me personally, I take the one from AEW Fight Forever on this one too. So next up, we have Chrisstadtlander. Now this one is I want this a little more even. I don't know. I messed up a little bit. My bad. But you see them both. WWE 2K23, Chrisstadtlander. I'm giving it to WWE 2K23. I think AEW Fight Forever. Now I ain't gonna lie. This one's close too. I'm actually I'm not as positive as I just sounded. I do give WWE 2K23 the edge, but I'm not as positive as I just sounded or felt. Because her face, like, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't never seen a person whose face looks so different to me in so many different times in real life. Like, one day she'll look like this to me, and then another day she'll look like a whole different person to me. But she does change her outfit a lot. The only thing she really keeps is like the same clothing structure and then the KS. Besides that, it's like and then her hair and face paint might be different, but both are really good. I do like the one on the left too, because it kind of captures like her whole character a little better, and her size too. I feel like it's executed better. She also has one of those the AEW Fight Forever one. For some reason, the women, like, their shoulders are simply too broad. We got another all-time Milwaukee Buck on the right, like, just wingspan rise. I don't know what's going on with that. But this is a very good one from AEW Fight Forever, so not bad by any means. But I think that face is a little better for WWE 2K23. So for this next one, if I can get it up here, yeah. This is not in order, because if it would be, he'd be at 1. Just so don't feel like that. But we got Kenny Omega. Now, I'm confused. I don't feel good about this, right? I'm talking about for AEW Fight Forever. My confusion comes in is why in the world is Kenny Omega one of the worst renders in the game? Yes, I said it. His render, I don't really know who that man is. And I usually have a joke for who I think he is, but I don't have one. I don't know who that is. That is definitely somebody with a very creative mindset. He looked like you had a mediocre AI said, put in Kenny Omega. Like, and then they generated that face. And you'd be like, oh, I can see it. Like, I don't know. I don't know. The WWE 2K23 one on the left is a lot better. Now, I have showcased Kenny Omega in the Call Challenge. That is not the one I use in the Call Challenge, but there's a lot of really, really good Kenny Omegas out there. If you mess around with community creations in WWE 2K23, you know there's a bunch of really good Kenny Omegas out there to go and get, and this is one of many, and it is a lot better than that one. So, yeah, I'm just disappointed, because as much of a hand as I know Kenny Omega has in this game, and did have in this game, and he's Kenny freaking Omega, like, it's almost like their version of if John Cena was like okay or something. I don't understand, but cause this ain't even okay, man. Like, this not good. I don't know who that man is. But the next one, we got Pentagon Pencil 0. These are both pretty much perfect. He changes kind of the pattern a little of his stuff a little bit, not too often, but a little bit. Also, you can kind of get away with like people that create things I really respect. When they put in a lot of detail, and also I respect when which we will see a little later, when people don't like when they got straight clean faces, no beard, no mask to hide behind, because something cannot be perfect about a facial feature, but their beard will cover up, or their hair will cover it up, or their mask will cover it up. So nonetheless, though, this Penta is absolutely nailed on both sides. It could go either way. I don't really think and then this attire would be literally even better if WWE 2K23's with like the team they have that does whatever that is, like it would be even better than it is right now. So I feel like this Penta could go either way. I think it's perfect on both sides. So for this next one, we have my stuff tripping, y'all, my bad. Orange Cassidy. Now the one on the left is really good, but the one on the right is even better. It is fantastic, perfect. Can't say anything about it. I believe Orange Cassidy is a top 3 render in this game. From what I have seen, maybe we'll see something from the DLC. You know, we seen Hook is going to be in DLC and people like that. One thing is this Orange Cassidy, his glasses. This dude looked like a dragonfly. I don't know what in the world. I'm talking about on the left. I don't know them big old glasses. So I said that right. But I did go in and look. I'm like, it must have been something with the glasses. So these are the closest thing to his glasses is that they gonna get. But it ain't really no smaller sunglasses. Like, all the sunglasses as big as ever. It looked like he getting conquered right now by the glasses. Like, I'm very confused. But it's still, nonetheless, pretty much I think about as good as it's gonna get. But that face on AEW Fight Forever is just a little better. It's a little better. And it's a pretty similar design too. Just a different color denim jacket, and this Orange Cassidy has on a book bag. So it works out. It works out. Give it to AEW Fight Forever for this one too. Next up, we got Chris Jericho, another person who has been not another person, our second, who has been on a WWE game and an AEW Fight Forever game. I believe it's second. I'm not crazy, y'all. I know I'm not crazy. Y'all crazy. Anyway, Chris Jericho right here. So look, right? I have mixed feelings about it, right? Because I do believe that Jericho on the right is better. I feel like this is Jericho when he looks his, like, absolute best. Like, he just got straight out the locker room, hair straight, all that or whatever. But I also feel like this is that Jericho that we see on some occasions, like when he take it real serious and he formed that six-pack for a second, and he still got that like old man belly now, but like the muscle come in. But I still don't think he's that muscular. He ain't. I don't even know if he was that muscular when he debuted. I don't know, because he got like an 8-pack. I don't know, but we seen him pull out. We seen him come back and come to some events and do pretty good. Now the one on the left though, I feel like it captures the old look almost perfectly, but I do like this face on the right for AEW Fight Forever. So I'm gonna call this one a toss up. What y'all think? Cause I don't know. Cause the AEW Fight Forever is fantastic. I just think he a little too swole. You know, I don't think he gotta look like Superman necessarily, especially because I've seen this body tuning. So this is, so like I said, the art style is different. We do know this, but if you go into Creation Tool, the body tools can be tuned. You can take less fat off. You can give somebody more muscle. You can make them less fat. You can make them more fat is what I meant to say. So knowing that that's a thing, I think he's a little too swole. But yeah. Next up, we got Jon Moxley, and as good as AEW Fight Forever's is, give me the Moxley on the left. Why? Actually, but one thing I will say about the Moxley on the left, I do think that he should be a little bigger, a little thicker. The one on the right captures his size a little better. He's too lean on the left. But the one on the left looks more like Jon Moxley. The one on the right looks more like Dean Ambrose. Same person, I know, but like still the era of his career. And I'm not talking about the one like right before he left, like kind of like when he just started getting that hair, all the hair that he has. Like he looks more like that. I'm feeling more Moxley on the left, and I'm feeling more gritty on the left. And if you ain't feeling gritty, you're not feeling Jon Moxley. But no, I think that face is a little bit tighter. I think they got the hair color real good. But both are really good. So literally the only bad one is the person you least expect to be bad, Kenny freaking Omega. Why is can somebody tell me why Kenny Omega's render is trash? I don't understand. I don't understand. Next up, we got Malachi Black. So no, I understand on the right, his face is covered up. But trust me, it's perfect. This is a tie. Every single time I see somebody make it Malachi, I was finna say Aleister Black, but every single time I see somebody make a Malachi Black / Aleister Black, I see people nail it. It's like when it's like artists or like people who make stuff, like every single time they get a hold of him, it just feel like they want to nail it because of how much detail it takes to actually make this guy. And so I see like every tattoo is perfect. I'm talking about for AEW Fight Forever. Every tattoo is where it's supposed to be. The face makeup is correct. And also these are two different attires also. So because he got a little bit more makeup on the right. A little bit. It's still pretty much the same thing. But both are good. It's a toss-up. You guys, if you just look, you can see his beard too elsewhere. It's perfect. It's fine. So this is another one of a toss-up. Both are absolutely fantastic, and he's very fun to use in the game. But I ain't played a game that he wasn't fun to use in. Next up, we got Brian Cage. The one on the left is better. WWE 2K23's this creation is better. I did not feature this one in my call challenge. My call spotlight. I don't know if this was available. I didn't see it. I've featured another one that was not as good as this one. I wish I saw this Brian Cage when I did that one. But this Brian Cage on the right, let me tell you about it. That is Brian's cousin. This Brian Cage, this dude looked like Chris Danker. Like, what? This is not. It looked like Dink if he took all the supplements. Like, I don't know why. Nah, man, nah. And then they got him making goofy faces on like his picture. That's not a good idea. Like, I don't think he should have did that, because this fool don't look like Brian Cage. He look like Brian Fence. I don't know. He not doing it. He not doing it. I won't even say too much about him. You don't deserve it. It's not rocking. I'm not rocking with it. So WWE 2K23 wins this one. Next up, we got Rey Fenix. Now, the thing about this one would be closer, right? The problem is, for AEW Fight Forever, they grabbed Rey Fenix's mask, painted his tattoos on some random dude's body, and threw the mask on him. Because that's not Rey Fenix under the mask. I don't know who that man is. He don't even look like he's Hispanic. He looks like, I don't know, something else. I don't know. Like, what is happening? If you know what Rey Fenix look like, if you just see out the little bits of his face that you can see, you know that ain't him. The one on the left you looking at, WWE 2K, that's what he looked like, not the one in AEW Fight Forever. That's a whole different little man. I don't know what we doing. So we getting a little cold. We got Bryan Fence, and I don't know who this is. This is not Rey on the right. Now, his tattoos and stuff are really good. I like that. I like that a lot. He's also fun to use in the game. How can a Rey Fenix not be fun? He's one of the best in-ring performers on the planet at the moment. So, they did not do his face justice, though. I think they just said, whatever with it. Next up, we got the star, man. We got MJF. Now, what's confusing me again, let's go back to what's confusing me again. Don't let's see a common theme. I'm confused. I don't feel like I should be as confused as much. Why y'all, AEW, why y'all confusing me, man? Why are y'all top stars either the most mediocre or bad? Like, so y'all got Chris Jericho, right? And we got some other people coming up. And, okay, Britt Baker's great. Not Britt Baker. I can't say him. Britt Baker. Okay, I got it. Britt Baker is great. She just got, she dunking a little bit for a slight 40-inch vert. But it's okay. Kenny Omega's trash, though. And MJF is just mediocre. I would listen to an argument that's not MJF. I would just tell you, hey, bro, he kind of look like MJF. But if you told me there wasn't MJF, I believe you. He just said, don't cosplay. Because, the render on the left, WWE 2K23's render is better. Now, I will say about the WWE 2K23, I don't know what time they caught MJF, fresh out the gym or something. He ain't never had this much muscle. MJF ain't, fat or nothing at all, but he is not that. He built like LeBron freaking James. I don't know what's going on, but the face is much better. And MJF has been in shape. He's been getting a little more cut lately, so I ain't gonna hate on him. Nothing too crazy, but AEW, y'all ain't got this one. It's not as bad as Kenny Omega. Like I said, it's just very mediocre. For this next one, we got CM Punk, and finally, okay. So look, sometimes I say finally, right? But then because it just depends on when I look at this Punk from AEW Fight Forever. Sometimes I feel like, yeah, the Punk is solid. The most I ever give it is a 7 or an 8. Then the lowest I give it is a 3, because I feel like he looks like Jake the Snake Roberts right now. Not like when he was doing DDTs. I'm talking about right now, how he looked yesterday. Cause I don't know. See, but then I just say that, but now I'm feeling like it's okay. So I'm going to give it a 6 or a 7. You get a rating. And not a lot of people have been getting ratings. You get a rating because I just don't know where to put you. So I'm going to put you dead in the middle, AEW Fight Forever CM Punk. You like a 7. So it's not bad. It's not bad. I won't say that. I do think he looks a little like Jake the Snake, but it's not bad at all. The one on the left, though, I do like that. I feel like it captures his old look better. And I do understand Punk came back with, he cut most, you can't see most of that white, you can't see most of that him looking older. But another thing that I do know is that the last time that we had seen him, when this so this is not totally up to date, because if it was, the champions in the game, the TBS champion is still Jade Cargill by default, and when Chrisstadtlander won, CM Punk had not yet returned to AEW. So the last time we seen Punk, he looked more like the one on the left, not the one on the right. So I feel like we could have had him looking a little bit older, and I feel like face could be slightly better, but it's not. So WWE 2K23, I'm giving you this one too. Let me get that one out of here. Daniel Bryan. It's still a habit. I'm sorry. It's in my heart. WWE's in my heart. I'm sorry, but this is Bryan Danielson. I'm giving this one to WWE 2K23. Now, this is one of the best stars they've done. Good job. Y'all giving them justice. Like, y'all giving AEW giving the guy justice. And this one is not like a blowout or anything by any means. Like, the Bryan Danielson is pretty good. But I think his face is a little too sunken in. Now, don't get me wrong, like, he does usually have a bigger beard. So I'm sure his face isn't just as fat as his beard. But his face is a little fatter. And I see that captured on the left. I also like the hair better on the left. His hair does sometimes droop like down like that, especially mid-match. It will droop down like that, and sometimes he will come out like that. But I just feel like the Bryan Danielson on the left, just his face actually looks more like him. I just, you know, I'm feeling this one more. I'm feeling this one more. Also, Bryan, can you stop getting hurt? Like, you're one of the best wrestlers in the world. I need you to relax. He's out for 6 to 8 weeks after putting on a classic with Okada. Like, he gave us a masterpiece, and he finished the match with a fractured forearm. I got respect for that man. He's one of my most respected wrestlers in the world. He should be one of y'all's too. Here go another one. He's not as big of a star, AEW, so I ain't gonna trip. I ain't gonna trip. You know what? We gonna calm down. WWE 2K23's Andrade El Idolo is stellar. And mind you, like I said, all of these are community creations. WWE 2K didn't even make these, technically. So they're using the tool. These guys are using the tools that were provided to them by WWE 2K. But, you know, hey. But this Andrade is also one of the best calls that I've ever featured on my call spotlight. It's perfect. Look at it. Does anybody have any questions? I don't. So, you know, I didn't. Nah. Now, the one on the right, that is a man of a whole nother ethnicity. That is not Andrade. That is a young black man named Andre. I'm not getting it. I don't understand. So, like, Andrade is not at that level that Kenny Omega and them is at. But he ain't. What? Y'all gave him like he a jobber. Y'all put him in his clothes, right? I guess y'all had them available, but y'all said forget his makeup artist or something. Y'all ain't draw him. I don't know. I don't know what's going on, but that is Andre. I need Andre. Go get Andrade for me and come back, and I might edit Andrade into the video because I don't know why they brought you Andre, but AEW need to go talk to Andrade. Next up, we got freaking Abaddon. I don't like Abaddon. So you see, I ain't introduced nobody like that yet. But that's because I can't. It's nasty to me. I'm sorry. I can't do it. Like, it's freaking. I'm gonna get this one out the way quick because it bothers me when she's on the screen. And the thing is, she's actually a pretty good wrestler. Like, she do some cool moves. She do some cool stuff. But this whole gimmick, I can go without it forever. I don't never have to see it again. I'm telling you, if I am ever watching AEW and Abaddon pops up on my screen, somebody tell me what happened because I'm not going to see it. All right? Okay. But both of them are good. The one on the left is an example of Abaddon when she had different makeup. The one on the right is another, you know, something slightly different. I will give this one to AEW Fight Forever, though. So it's a little better. The body is better. She's a little thicker as she's supposed to. Abaddon is a little. She's just a little thicker. So and she's strong. She's strong. Like I said, she's pretty talented. I just really feel like she don't have to have this freaking gimmick. Like, you feel me? You feel me? Get off my screen. I told you who I thought was better. I told you. I don't need to go through this no more. Next up, we got Adam Cole, baby. On the left and on the right, we see two very impressive ones. But I'm going to give it to the one on the right. The one on the right looked like they'd even draw this in a graphic style. It looked like they tried to literally make it as realistic as possible. The one on the right is absolutely perfect. This one on the left was another one that was featured. I did an individual spotlight with him before I just started doing the whole call spotlights for this Adam Cole from WWE 2K23. I did an individual one. So, you know, this creation holds a little special place in my heart. But as good as it is, I think the one on the right is better. I'm not even going to argue if somebody says the one on the left is better, though. I mean, I personally think the one on the right is, but it could be a toss-up, too. I think both are really, really good. So I'm not really messing with you if that's what you think. So that's it, guys. See my screen black now. So, because I don't got no more for y'all. But I appreciate you guys watching. Until next time. Hey, no, not until next time. Don't forget to subscribe. Watch it. You watched it. So you might as well subscribe. I'd love it if you did. Until next time, I'll see you guys later.